Genesis 25, starting 24, it says, "And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over, like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on the heel of Esau, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them." So before I continue with this lesson, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother lawyer, and I teach through the Great Millstone Nashville Camp. Come back with a quick lesson, and this lesson will be entitled, I don't have a title for the lesson right now. It might be something to the effect that, the Lord is showing you something. Yeah, the Lord is showing you something. Now we know that we just had this heat wave that passed, and Lord will, it's another one that comes around, so that the Lord can judge Esau, Edom, because this is affecting them mostly. Now, yeah, so-called blacks and, brown people of different races and so on and so forth can get sunburned too. But it's different with the Edomites. Now, I read this Genesis 25, and the main point was in 25. This describes how Esau, Edom came out the womb. He came out not having no pigment. Jacob came out with pigment. And this is the forefather of the so-called white race. They are the Edomites. And even Esau, Ashashua, means red. All right. And as you see, they go by white, which they reclassify themselves white in the 1600s. And as you see right here on the screen, the back of the screen right here on this photo is white, but his skin is red, and it's clear as day. So that's how we know who you are, and also to your actions, because this is what we're going to keep reading this. So it says, let's get to the point. Let's see, because the Edomites hate Jacob. And also, too, that describes how Esau looked. And when you go to Lamentations, let me slow down a little bit. Let me go to Lamentations, because it describes how the Israelites look, too. Hell, Jeremiah 14. So let's get this Lamentations, I believe it's 4. Yeah, 4 and 8. It says, "Their visage is blacker than a coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin their skin cleaveth to their bones. It is withered. It is become like a stick." So it says their visage. So how they look outwardly, they are dark. The Israelites are dark. They're darker than a coal. And how you say that today? They're black. Now today, all the tribes are not so-called black. You're going to have Israelites that are like this man on the screen. We've been scattered. And due to the rape, robbery, so on and so forth, all tribes are not so-called black today. A lot of you niggas get it confused, or you have a problem with the so-called, I don't like saying that, but the natives that's really fair, light-skinned today. Well, they're a product of being, raped. I ain't finna say no grape, of being raped and so on and so forth. The enemy has sown seed. Now, that doesn't mean that, they're not Israelites. That don't mean nothing. All native tribes, they've been, raped out, so to speak. So they're not going to look the same. But the seed of Jacob still outnumbers the heathen. Says, Israel is like the sand of the sea. So a lot of you niggas that that claim to be in the truth, or you just out in the world, y'all get the spazzing out. Yeah, to see the natives were black. They were black. They were us. Well, yeah, we brethren. That's what you niggas are failing to understand. Yeah, we are brethren even to this day. Even if a native don't look like you, meaning the skin tone, they're still your brethren, and especially if they on the reservations. Yeah, those are Israelites. Now you got the so-called $5 Indians, which those are Edomites. They the ones that own the casinos, bro. They the ones that own the casinos. All right. So anyway, the scriptures tell you what the tribes look like, what the Lord look like, what the Edomites look like, so on and so forth. So let's go to Jeremiah 14. Jeremiah 14:2. It says, Judah mourneth in the gates thereof language, Salakia. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. So the tribe of Judah are dark skinned. And that matches up when it tells how the Lord looked in Revelation and Daniel. Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, he's a Judite from the tribe of Judah. Daniel 10, I think it's 10. Let's see. Yeah, Daniel 10 says, a man clothed in linen. Daniel 10:5, then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl. The beryl is a green color. So the Lord had on a green garment, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass. What color is brass? Especially polished brass. That's brown. It says, and the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. So he had a deep voice. All right. So that's talking about how the Lord looked. Daniel 7. And let's start at 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So right there, it says that the Lord, the Heavenly Father, the Ancient of Days, had woolly hair. What people on earth today have woolly hair? So-called Negroes. And really, too, the sons of Shem, the Shemitic people, have woolly hair. All right? Because we are Shemitic. So, so-called Negroes have woolly hair. Hell, you do have some Mexicans that have woolly hair. Oh, they mix with black, bitch. The Mexicans are Israelites. They're known as the tribe of Issachar. All right? So, if there are people, yeah, we're going to have the same hair texture. Now, not all so-called Negroes, have curly woolly hair. Some of us actually do have silky black, straight hair, but ain't nothing wrong with it. A lot of Gad and Reuben, North American Indians, so-called, and Seminole Indians, they have silky, coily straight hair. It still kind of have that curl to it, So the point is proving that, really the tribes are so-called black. And this says they're not known in the streets. We're not known as being Israel. You got the people over there in the land that's claiming to be something that they're not. But guess what? Let's get that Hosea 1 and 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. Why? Because we're not known for being the Israelites, but it's being pushed that we are the Israelites, and it's come to pass. You know, many people are waking up to the fact that we are those people. So it says, ye are not my people. There shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together. So all 12 tribes are going to be gathered together. From where? Let's get it. Jeremiah 51. Is it 51? Let's see. Is it 51? Let's see. And I will make drunk. Is it 50 or 51? Give me 1 second. I think it's like 51 and 30 something. Give me 1 second. Yeah, that's 50. It might be 50. Jeremiah 50 and like 30 something. I have made, the Lord have opened. Damn, give me 1 second. I gotta find that. All right, so this is it's 50 and 33. Yeah, it says, thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. So this is the place where the Lord is going to do that gathering, you know, and deliver the elect of all 12 tribes. Salakia, out of this land from the hand of our enemies. So this is a place where it said, you know, we are not the Israelites, you know. But verse 11 right here, Hosea 1:11, then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together. And that's happening because we are on the highways and byways telling you who we are and what's getting ready to happen to you in your kingdom. That's us. We fit that prophecy that speaks about in Ezekiel. You know, it says, and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Jezreel is another way of saying Israel. So we're going to be delivered from this place, you know. And this also, that Jeremiah 15:33 is talking about Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. All right. So because in ancient Babylon, northern and southern kingdom weren't gathered together. The northern kingdom came over here, you know, from the other side of the world. So they wasn't in captivity, in the Babylonian captivity. And then during the Babylonian captivity, you had the Edomites right here, like on this screen, saying, erase it, even to the foundation thereof. That's in the book of Psalm, you know, destroy it, erase it, you know, to the very foundation thereof. And they're supposed to be our brother, you know. Give me 1 second. So I was in the Lamentations, right? All right, so we're going to go, let's go to that Lamentations 4, because the judgment is upon you now. Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The land of Uz, you look on the ancient map, of course, is over there in the land of Iraq today. But guess what? Well, guess what other kingdom was in that land? The Babylonian Empire, which that's who the Edomites represent today. Daughter of Babylon, which is America. That dwellest in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked, And so all your wickedness is being seen. And the cup of punishment, captivity is going to happen unto you. We're just going to do it in a righteous manner. There ain't going to be none of that gay stuff going on. Taking your wives and so forth. We ain't doing that. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin. So now the judgment is upon you. You know? And then you niggas always ask the question, why do white folk hate us so much? Well, the Bible's been telling you this whole time. But because you hate the Israelites so much, and you're disgruntled, you shun away from the Bible, which is fucking stupid. So now you out here soul searching, trying to find yourself, or you think you know who you are, but you really fucking don't. And you constantly asking the question, why white people hate us? We've been telling you, we ain't gonna keep telling you. Amos 1 and 11, thus said the Lord power, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. So it's a perpetual, which means continual hatred. So they hate you because, we got the birthright, but it was designed that way. And he gave it away. What shall his birthright, profit me? It ain't gonna do nothing for me. So you gave away your birthright. And that's why you hate Jacob. That's why you hate so-called Negroes, and Latinos, Mexicans, the natives. They're the Israelite foreigners. So yeah, this judgment is upon you. And you have been revealed. You have been revealed. So this is, give me 1 second. Damn, give me 1 second. Hold on. All right, so this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9. No, 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And so it's a righteous thing for the Lord to pay you back for what you've done to us. That's what's getting ready to happen. It says, and matter of fact, let's go to verse. I said this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 2, but this is 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. Now I'm about to go to 2. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 2. It says that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that Salakia. I cannot read. Let me start from the top. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 2. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us. It says, as that the day of Mashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. The man of sin is Esau Edom. He had been revealed, like how it says in I think it's First Maccabees, evils were multiplied after Alexander the Great. Those 4 generals end up putting crowns upon themselves. That's when the evils were multiplied. And they're known as the border of wickedness. And because that's in Malachi. It says a falling away first, because we fell away. We fell away from who we were. It says, verse 4, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is a God. And that's what he do. you know, with his technology and weaponry. You know, this is that guy. This is that man of sin, you know, and he's been revealed. And how you gonna show yourself as a God? You can't even stand in the fucking sun. You can't even stand in something that he created. Don't you think his people would be able to at least enjoy the sun and be in the sun? Like, come on. But like I said, you're gonna have Israelites that look like this, you know, but when the Lord come back, they'll have their pigment back. You know, when they get the new bodies, they're gonna have their pigment back, you know, but you have been revealed. So Lord will, this is an edifying lesson. Giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakudash, Shalom.